Alright guys, this video is slightly different than the videos I usually shoot because this video is designed for you if you are in your 50s and 60s or 70s and beyond. This video is for you if you are planning retirement. A big problem that we're going to be seeing is that people are going to be retiring, but they're not going to be able to afford retirement. That is a big problem, and that might be a problem that you are facing. So if you don't have a huge retirement nest egg, this video is going to help you figure out what you need to do to prepare. If you are brand new to this channel, welcome to the Hoan Zone, where we help you multiply the assets you own. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe button because I release new videos every Monday and Wednesday talking all about finances. So if you're here to learn more about finances, you're in the right place. All right, guys, so if you are still working at your job, the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to go apply for a line of credit and credit cards. I want you to increase your access to capital while you are still working. The reason I want you to do that now is because banks typically don't like to lend money to those who need it. They like to lend money to those who don't need it. And if you have a job with income, it looks like you don't need it. It looks like you can afford it. And so they're going to want to give it to you. If you need it because you're going broke, that's when they don't want to lend it to you. Get the line of credit and credit cards because it gives you a safety net. If you don't have a huge retirement account, you may need a safety net. You may need to buy yourself time, and money buys you time, which is a fantastic thing. It's a concept I always talk about. Money equals time. And then having that line of credit, it means that you don't need to actually tap into it and pay interest on it if you're not using it. So that's why I want you guys to get the line of credit and credit cards. Your emergencies can be paid for via checking, savings, credit cards, lines of credit. The servicer, they don't care what the money, where the money's coming from, as long as it's real money, right? So have that money available now. Get those lines and credit cards now before you need it. Another tip while you are still working is to start putting your feelers out there and seeing if any other companies, including your own company that you're working for, if any companies would be interested in hiring you as a consultant. You've been working there for years and years. You have a lot of wisdom. How about you get paid what you're worth? As an employee of the company, they had to pay for a lot of overhead. They had FICA, and then they had the health insurance, and then they had sick days and vacation days, and all these things that they had to pay for having you as an employee. Instead, you can be a 1099 employee where they don't have to pay for any of those things. They'll just pay you your wage as a business, as a self-employed person. You go handle all that stuff, but now you can get paid twice as much. So while you're working, get your feelers out there and see if anybody would be willing to hire you, including your own company, as a consultant instead of an employee. The thing I want you guys to avoid, though, is working as an employee as a part-time gig for like Walmart or Whole Foods or something like that. I don't want you doing that because they're never going to pay you enough money to live a good retirement. And this is your retirement. I want you to flourish during this time. I'm okay with you being a consultant because you're getting paid double what you used to be making. But I don't want you leaving there and then working part-time at Walmart because you have to, because that is a sure way to zero. Let's look at the numbers. Let's pretend you had $50,000 in your retirement account, and then Walmart was willing to pay you $30,000 a year, okay? But your expenses were $40,000 a year. That means you still have to take $10,000 out of your retirement. In 5 years, you're going broke. Right? You're going broke. You're guaranteed to zero. And I want you to avoid that guaranteed to zero. I want you to start thinking of other ways of making money, creating businesses, providing services so that you don't have to go work at Walmart because, again, that's the guaranteed zero plan. I don't want you doing that. So what do I want you to start doing? Well, let's first get you to a networking event. I want you to go to a networking event where they're talking all about opportunities and investing and starting businesses. I want you in that environment because that will get your energy level up, and that's what we need. We need you to be excited about all the opportunities that are out there waiting for you. There are a lot of things that you can do. You just have to figure out what it is that you actually want to do. For the first time in your life, go do what it is that you want to do, not what you were supposed to do, because you did what you were supposed to do forever and ever, and that left you in a situation where you don't have enough to retire with anyway. So now finally, go do what it is that you want to do, but let's strategically do it in a way that makes you a lot of money as well. You've played it safe your whole life. Time to play it big. I didn't say risky. I'm saying play it big, because if it works out, you're going to be making way more than you ever made, right? Think Colonel Sanders, right? KFC, he hit it really big when he hit KFC, and he was in his 60s when he did that. That could be you. We just got to figure out what is it that you like doing. But in order to figure that out, we need you to have energy again. We need you to be excited for life. Retirement doesn't mean ending. Let's make it so that retirement means starting the life that you actually want. It's the death of your old job and the beginning of your new business. Just as a fun fact, you know who else is upper in the age there? Robert Kiyosaki is 74 years old. He's the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He's still doing podcasts and YouTube videos. He's still investing, and he's even learning about cryptocurrency right now. So Robert Kiyosaki, 74 years old. And we have Warren Buffett, right? The Oracle of Omaha. He is 90 years old. Best investor out there, right? Maybe not. I don't know. But he's up there, and he's still learning every single day. He's still kicking butt and taking names. He's 90 years old. And on the younger end of the spectrum, Grant Cardone. He owns thousands of units. He's got a YouTube, a Snapchat, an Instagram, a TikTok. He's got it all. He's got all these shows going on. He's selling courses. He's doing sold out events. He's 63 years old. Your age really isn't the problem here. If you're thinking your age is the problem, it's not. It's your thinking that's the problem, not the actual age. So take that age, throw it away. Just think, the higher the number, the smarter I am. Use that. Age is an indicator of how valuable you are. The higher the number, the more valuable you are. Something that I was thinking about while creating this video was, if you are in an older community, you are surrounded by a bunch of people in their 60s, 70s, 80s, they might have access to real estate. They might own portfolios of properties. They may have their own primary home that they hadn't sold yet. If they have the properties and then you know buyers, you could wholesale those houses, right? Remember, you go to that networking event, go meet a bunch of people, collect their contact, and then with your friends that are in their 60s, 70s, 80s, sell off their properties, wholesale those properties to those new, younger buyers. And in between, you make a whole bunch of money because you've connected the two. You can do that, or you can be the actual end buyer. Your friends, your sellers, they're looking to get out of the business, and you're looking to get into the business. Fantastic. Get in there. Yes, it'll be a lot of work, but it will keep you young. So get in there and go do it. Or if you're not interested in doing that, you can buy the properties and give it to a property manager and have them manage it. And maybe you can negotiate seller financing. If you don't know what about seller financing, I have a whole course on that called Where's the Money? Hoanzone.com, right? Where's the Money? Find the course. It talks all about how to use creative acquisition strategies, no money strategies, so that you can buy properties. So you can go buy properties from all of your friends, all of the sellers, all of the people that you know who are up in age looking to sell. You would have this pipeline of unlimited inventory. Use the strategies that I teach you on how to finance them, and then voila, you got a whole portfolio that they didn't want anymore. And that's keeping you young, or you got that property manager. Either way, you have a portfolio. Now you're retiring based off of the assets you own, not based off of the retirement nest egg. I like to call my rental properties chickens because I say that they lay eggs. These eggs are rental income, and that's what I live off of. I don't have to consume the chicken, I can consume the eggs, right? And that's maybe the strategy you want to take. So you can buy these properties from these sellers, and then you can just have these chickens lay eggs for you for the rest of your life, and you never have to worry about your nest egg going completely to zero. The final thing you should probably focus on is asking yourself, what do I want to be when I grow up? I like to say that if you were working a job that you hated, then you were still being a child of society. Society told you what to do and you did it, right? And you were a child this whole time. After retirement, when you get to leave the job that you actually never liked in the first place, you finally get to grow up and be your own person and create what it is that you always wanted to create or do what you always wanted to do. But you have to ask yourself, now with your new wisdom, what is it that you want to do when you grow up? What is it that you actually want to do each and every day? You get to do it now. So go focus on that. Spend some time and ponder, meditate. What is it? What is it that makes you excited for life? And then if you find that, you may find that you will get to live a more exciting life in the second half than you did the first half. All right, guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.